Hi there. Okay, so am I going to look back in another 2, 3, 4, 5 years and beat myself up saying that, oh, Billy, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you make the lights a little dimmer? Why didn't you get the right equipment and all? No, I'm never going to do that. And the reason is because I've had this channel for so long. I procrastinated, wanted to do a lot of things, and was always waiting for the right time, which never came, apparently. I've tried interviews, and the content that I want for myself, I haven't been putting up. So this morning, because of the way I've been feeling, I'm sorry about my cracky voice. That's just a reflection of what I'm feeling, and the reason I decided to go ahead and do this once and for all. Just get on with it, and no more delays. And if you don't mind, I'm going to mix maybe Yoruba sometimes, and you could try the caption, maybe to help with translation. I if I skip translation, that is the conversation people like to have around migration, as I've come to realize over time. Everybody wants the juicy stuff. They want you to tell them how life is over there in comparison to how you left home. They like to believe the weather is always nice, fresh on your skin, you eat better, like you go shopping. Like a shopping spree doesn't cost money. People don't like the art stuff. They don't want to know the art stuff. One thing I've realized is that it's easier to make people believe that when you leave home and seek the greener pasture, you don't get to complain. They tell you it was a choice, and then you don't get to complain. People tell you don't get to complain. And I wouldn't call it complaint, but then again, even if it is, why can't we opinion about what we go through, the challenges we face, the struggles, and to make people understand that we also make sacrifices. You know, Disclaimer: this is my own personal experience. If you have experienced or heard otherwise, I'm not taking that away from you, but please do not dismiss or devalue my personal experience. This is my journey. I'm talking about what I have gone through, what I've endured um, in silence, and maybe in confiding in someone. Yeah, I had high hopes and expectations before we left home to come to this country. And when I say this country, I mean here, South Africa. I knew before I stepped on the soil of this country was that I would be living here someday. I never imagined that would happen. Never ever imagined. And you know what they say? Life is a journey, so you keep going. You don't know where you're going to end up. And Yorubas will say, Ibiori Danisi like this. So for me, this has been Ibiori Danisi in the last decade and a half. And as much as I would like to keep some of these things to myself, I see conversations on social media spaces and I see how almost unrealistic some of those discourse, turn out to be. And for me personally, my major struggle has been finding a balance between pursuing my own dreams, my aspirations, and being a stay-home mom and a non-employed wife. That's my reality. My whole reality is that I was mentally challenged, if I could use that word for lack of a better word, to maintain an emotional balance and mental balance and physical presence in all of this. Like I had to struggle to find a way to make everything work. And it's been a whole lot of struggle. Most that I can't even bring, you know, into public space to discuss because I think I'm going to be overwhelmed by emotions if I want to. I don't really care what anybody's going to say. I know people don't like to hear the hard stuff. Like I said at the beginning, they only want the juicy stuff. I'm not here for the juicy stuff. I think you've given yourselves enough of that. People talk about the juicy stuffs all the time. And then again, when you find someone who has been very open and honest about their struggles and challenges, people call them attention seekers. So what if? What if? I mean, what does it matter if somebody is seeking attention? Does it really matter? If they're seeking attention, it's because they're deficient of that attention in the first instance. Yeah, if they're seeking attention, let them seek it. Would you rather somebody sought attention or who ended up going into depression and maybe even worse? I mean, people commit suicide all the time, all because some people find the discourse around mental health unpalatable. You know, not not the kind of stuff that anybody wants to get into. So it's been a very very tough few years for me. Very tough, very tough. And for the past week now, I got to that point where it felt like I had a cabin fever. Like even when there was a need for me to, like yesterday, I had to attend my youngest child's parents meet and greet for the new session, and I didn't feel like going. I didn't feel like going because I I'd stayed in so long that it felt like I don't even know where to fit in out there anymore. You know, and what compounded this situation is the fact that I studied from home. I got my degree from home. I studied with the University of South Africa for a bachelor's degree in communication science, and I studied from home. Studying from home meant I didn't have a physical contact with my colleagues and my lecturers. I'm not talking about the strain that places on you mentally, but also the kind of social circle that you're supposed to belong to that you don't have. So that feeling of trying to find where I belong, trying to have my own network fitting, it's been a struggle. That's been my journey. That's my reality. And I don't want this video to be too long because it's my inaugural one, and I didn't plan it. I'm still in my PJs. I didn't plan it. I've had a terrible migraine for the past 3 days. I know the reason, so I know it will go eventually. But I've been under a lot of strain recently, and then I felt like maybe this is the time to start talking about it. So I'm opening up this discussion and in anticipation that somebody will stumble upon this, and if they are willing to, they can share their struggle. I don't have the tripods, I don't have any cameras, I don't have any equipment. As a matter of fact, if YouTube had allowed me, I would have used my mobile phone to do this recording, but it says my channel isn't qualified for a live stream from my phone. So, but maybe someday. I'm using natural light, so someday maybe I'll get there when I take this seriously. But for now, I'm just opening up this discourse, and I hope that over time I'm going to share more of my struggle, through my journeys over the years and the things I do, the non-juicy stuff that people don't like to talk about or hear about. I want to talk about them. And if this is something that you uh, have an experience about or have an opinion about, you're welcome to jump right in. So, yeah. My name is Bilkis. I go by Billy Murphy. I write. I love crafts. I'm a mom of three, and I'm a wife. And I'm originally from Nigeria, but I've been in diaspora so long. It feels like I don't even know where I belong anymore. You know. And this is my journey. So you're welcome on board to share with me. Thank you.